All right, so where were we? We got the first filter working. So this one is working, if I'm not correct. Let's see. Well, actually, let me change this answer. Put an A. That should show up there. Yeah, that's good. Now is to get the mission now is to get the other filters working. So let's see. So none of these are working currently. Yeah. So those are not working because the search is not even taking that into account. So let me dive in here. That is under no header assessment. And what we need to do is this. And here's filtered. Let's see, advanced. Because since I have these two data they're connected, so like I'm displaying answers, but now what I'm going to filter for is questions. So each answer has a question associated to it, and what I'm actually going to do is associated to this. So that's why I need to make an advanced filtering and say what do I need to say here? What did I say in the previous one? How was this? Multidropdown value contains this answers question basecamp. Ooh, let's try this. Just copy this one, see if it works. I cannot remember how that thing was working. So this is the basecamp value. So let's see if that works. Again, he's still very slow, probably because I'm using a list of things, or also maybe these searches. So let's see if I take Basecamp 1. Oh, it works. I can see show categories here. Basecamp 2 should disappear now. All right, that's nice and easy. Okay, so that works. Why does it work? Okay, because this search here, let's see, what is it doing? It's actually, it's getting the list of answers. So whenever the page loads, this element here comes with the assessment. That has a list. So that assessment, let's see here. So that assessment has a list of answers. That's what I'm loading on the list shifter, and then after I load it, I filter it, and then I'm filtering by the answers, and then now by the values here. And so this one, I just need to copy now the second one here, which is the question group. That will give me the second filtering to work. And I paste it here. And I cross my fingers. All right, so I'll show the categories, and now I'm going to remove Basecamp 1. So this will be an agile way of working. Boom. All right, that works. Ooh, okay, that's ugly. The different, yeah, I had changed a bit of the colors of these things, but they don't relate to that. I need to make a little adjustment here too. So color, the tags are not great. Tags are not great. I'll call this part of my tech debt, because I was doing this before I had much education on this side, but okay, let me just put so that I know that I'm working on this. Let's see, so we got those two working. Now, if I go back here and so my acceptance criteria, this one is working. Let me just do a little bit more of a mix and match here to see that everything works all together. Yeah, so there's an agile way of working question. Okay, Basecamp 1 to make it disappear. Basecamp 1 appears again, disappears, appears again, up, appears again. All right, and if I put it to no, it should then disappear. Not yet. Okay. Good. All right, now. Good, so the only thing that doesn't work now is this. Let's say board. Oh, it does work. What am I saying? Why is it even working? But it's loading that. I think there's incoherence here because actually, let's see what's actually happening here. Because whenever I click there, it's changing the repeating group is searching for its source changes whenever I switch to that one. So review in elements group, repeating group, answers. See right here. So and it changes that based on. Yeah, this is something I was doing before. I wonder if I'll keep it or not, because see what I was doing before is this: that anytime any of these values changed, what it would trigger this this thing here, and then at the end of it, it would push the answers back to the search element or the let me give the right name, this thing here. So the search incorrect, right? And I might want to do it a bit differently, because what could I do here? I could, instead of doing that, I just filter it also. But I need to load this, answers questions. Yeah, I could load it just the same. I bet you I have that here too. Yeah, voila. So copy, and I can just go back here let's see if it works. So now I need to remove the repeating group thing here. And the source should be the same. I wish I could just turn this off. And I'll put just the end. I just want to isn't live version. No, so let's say that. Let's see if this works. Because I don't want to throw that away, because I think I'm going to regret it. So I'm just going to find a way to comment it out. So let's see. Does it load my questions and assessment? It doesn't look like it. Because. Why does it not load? Let's do an inspect here. Repeating group answers. Answers. So it has all the answers, and then whenever I filter it, matches. Let me just see if I just do this. I think it has something to do with that, because there is no right now, because this field is not feeding anything to this element. The matches is probably empty, so I need to make it empty, and it didn't work. All right, I'm gonna have to think about this one a bit. what if I do this answers question. I'll try to do it this one here. We turn this off. No. Oh, one of those. It works. It works as intended. Okay. So that's what I needed to do. I need to reverse that. Okay. And why don't I do the same here? Okay, I can do it here because the results of this thing are actually questions, and I'm filtering here for questions. These ones I cannot because I'm actually looking at something, an element inside of the data, right? Because the search and autocomplete is returning me the full object. The other one I'm trying to match either for this one or for this one. Okay, now it's clear. That's why that doesn't work. So I can say owner, this is stakeholders, and it gives me a bit of a good answer. All right. I'm surprised myself. It works. And I can reset, and it resets right away. So, oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So search is working. We can select the pagination size. Am I forgetting any of the acceptance criteria here? All we wanted to do is to make a big update on the lists. So this is working. All right, I think now we can clean it up a bit, take out all those things that I'm not using anymore. So all of this is working. That can be improved, but so far so good. And this one takes me to 6, 11. All right, good. This thing about it flipping up and down might not be ideal for everybody because you have to hunt the pagination. But I do like how it's a bit flexible. Maybe I can move that up somewhere so that I can have the pagination on top. But how many applications actually use it like that? Let's leave it here for now. What I can do is do some cleanup in the background. What are the things I can clean up? So this one, I don't use any of these anymore. I can throw that away. Hold on a second. Let me just return this. Make a save point. Lists and searches list. Let's say filters and searches. Working on assessment v2. Ooh, that's too much. Assessment. All right, so that's good. A return point. Let me clean this up. So this one I can get rid of with confidence. When page is loaded, I don't need to load this. Let me just see. I think, can I delete that? Because the assessments, we do assessment. And this thing is loaded. Am I even using that? Because I'm using assessment. The assessment answers this one. What are the page states I have here? So that's not one of them. So it's actually taking it directly from from this element, which is coming from index. That gets loaded when, if I go here to modes, assessment v2, that's the one. Let's just fix this. Yeah. So this one, parent group's assessment. The parent group is getting its assessment from index assessment. Oh, I'm loaded on the page again. I'll need to change this to have it on the item like that. Okay, so I'll do, instead of index assessment, let's stop using the page states. And what I will do, yeah, voila, so I get the item, do a search for assessment, where the unique ID equals, we get the item from the URL, and what we're going to get here is the thing called item, and we need the first item, right? And this one should only load if the item is not empty, so it's going to load something. What happens if it doesn't find it? Somebody changes the number. Let's see what happens there. So so now we should load everything as expected. All right, so this is working. It's loading. It's doing everything I needed to do, right? So Basecamp is working, yeah. Okay. Now, what is it that I want to do? So I remove that from the pages. It doesn't load it anymore, so I can, I think here on page load, set mode of index. Ooh, man. Yeah, see, search for assessment first assessment. So this I can remove it, and can I just disable this? No, I can't. So I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm gonna make a copy, paste another one here, oh, I already have one there that okay, ooh, bunch of trash here. Let's call this v2. I'm gonna break this one, disable it. And then what I want to do is to remove this to see if everything works, because now I'm not loading anything on the page state, so I guess it's probably reducing the download size on the client. And also I just want to work with URL parameters, just have that passing back and forth. So if I didn't break anything, this should work. Yep, okay, good. Let's see what any adverse effects there. Man, ooh, the old style. Okay. If I go to the main one, I see all of that. Okay. Man, there's a lot to clean up here. All All right, good. So we have that. We can delete this with confidence, and this one also with confidence. So that's a bit more cleanup there. Let's see if it still works. There you go. And everything here works. Pagination is working. Here is working. Right. There's this. I need to have that go to page 1. Okay. I see what's happening here. If I'm on, if I have nothing and I go to page 2, and then I search for something, it looks like there's no results, right? And this is probably going to be quite irritating. But if you click here, it will be okay. So what do I need to do? I have done this in the past in another application. Let's see if I can just do it. List shifter. I think is this one. And he has a lot of functionality that I have no idea how to use yet. But let's see, initialize updated. And we call list shifter answers. And let's just make it go to page 1 always. Page. Go to page 1. All right. Cross your fingers. So now I go to page 2, I search for board. Oh, takes me to page 1. Perfect, works. And let's try it again. Go to page 3, say stakeholder. Oh, works, perfect. Good one, good one. Let's see what else can we clean up here. So page is loaded. I don't need to load the answers. So I delete this with confidence, and it wow, it does take a lot longer and it doesn't load. Hold on, I'm gonna put this back, but I think the answer is here. Let me just try this. I'm just gonna save the quick one. Let's see if before changing data source on list shifter. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I need to keep the filtered everything there. Let me copy this over here on some condition. List to shift. Okay, it's my little backup here, so I'm gonna paste that expression here because I know I'm gonna need it. What I'm gonna do is do a search for assessment, and the unique ID of that assessment is URL. No, I don't even need to do this. Why did that not work? Oh. So this is actually gonna work. Is this better? I can just So what I'm gonna do here is just copy everything again, the answers. I'm gonna put this here, the questions. Ah, okay, of course this is not gonna work because this has to be not assessments but answer. There you go, this one should be an answer. Okay, now we're talking. And now we're gonna filter it. And we're gonna put answers. I'll use the same as the one before. Is it equals or contain is in? Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do a question. And what do I have to do there? Is in. And then here's advanced. And another advanced. And those I can just copy paste from these expressions here. So and the next one is this one. You need to ignore empty constraints. Yes. Otherwise, this thing will block everything. Let's see if that works. Loading, all right. Does it work? Board, yep, it works as expected. If I do a filter and I say I don't want any of those, that doesn't work. This one works, it's just this one is not working. That's interesting. Search for assessments answers. So I have the answers there, and I'm gonna filter it. Answers in multidropdown, or here is. All right, I'm gonna have to stop here and leave it broken like this for now and think about it next time. Let's see.